Alrighty, we are back streaming again. Going back into the world of Elgato. And we are over encumbered. Alright, so I do need to drop some stuff off immediately. I think I have armor and stuff in there. I think I'm just gonna use this container just for items that I want to sell. And it will be sold at a later date. Because right now I just want free inventory space so that I can go and do something. Use this container for scrolls. We'll use the outside section and we'll put all of our ores and such in there. And go over here and put potions into here. There we are. No longer over encumbered. This is nice to see. Oh, the Nether Dragon's back from last stream. That's a good thing I'm not over encumbered for this. Oh, and I don't regenerate magicka. Hopefully he lands. I think the problem last time that I was having was that he has no place really to land. So he was trying to find a place to land, which was just way too far away. Didn't even notice there was this entire POI here right behind my house. Should be landing pretty soon here. Please, I just hope you have somewhere to land. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He wants somewhere to land, but he has nowhere in this area that he can land. He's just gonna keep doing that. So I'm just gonna put my stuff away. I'm gonna go about my business and hopefully he just goes away. There's not really much I can do to stop him from doing that. I can't search that ash pile for some reason. Also, in combat with all of them, so I'm just gonna sneak and hopefully they lose track of me. Put that wooden ladle over here. Don't really want to be carrying that. And right in this sack right here, I will put the pelts. Gonna put those inside. Guess we'll put all the soul gems and such into here. Should have put the leather strips back as well. We can do that in a bit. I put all that food I don't really want to carry into here. That flagon in there as well, why not? I should find a container. This is the container. I'll use this container. This container will just be for crap I don't really want to carry. And I can just ignore. It's like the rolling paper. Don't ever really want to be carrying that. Should find a place to put my keys as well, because I don't like carrying too many keys at the same time. It's a bit annoying. I'll just put the keys into here, why not? There we go. We will go disenchant. Hopefully we can get, I didn't mean to take that. That's fine though. Disenchant that. Disenchant that. Disenchant that. We're gonna keep that. It is a good, enchantment to have and to be able to make, but I can't make a ring that's better than that. So I'm gonna keep that.
Does drinking milk make me a milk drinker? I'm confused.
By
I drink
definition,
milk,
yes.
But I'm also tough and drink as much meat as the other Nords. So what does that make me?
It makes you confused, that's what it makes you. I need to pick up my soul gems. So I'm just gonna enchant my armor that I have right now, because I'm gonna be switching my armor pretty quickly at some point, because I do have Orcish armor unlocked. So I'm just gonna use all the petty ones. But I'm just gonna do this just for some quick experience. Hello Jessica, how's it going? Nice to see you back. Right. Yeah, it's only gonna be like 1% anything, so it's not really gonna help me. I might as well just get water breathing on the helmet. It's the most useful enchantment I can see there. For the plate armor. Not really much I can do. Increase health by 1 point, maybe that'll save my life. Obviously these are really crap enchantments. It's not really gonna help, but the whole point of me just doing this is just to upgrade my enchanting a little bit with the bad soul gems. We're not gonna do this one. We'll just do Fortify Sneak. And for this, we will... Why not? One more health when we're holding the shield. We won't enchant our cloak because I want to wait till I have better enchantment abilities until I do that. I'll do unarmed for the brawler gauntlets, because why not? And we will also just find the most expensive one, 22. So it looks like it's the one on the bottom here. The reason why you want to enchant with the most expensive enchantment is because you get the most XP from that. I'm just going to put water breathing on a bunch of these. And these will sell for a decent amount too. But since I have extra, I'm also going to grab the lesser gems. Let me see where my rings and such are. I think I put them in here. Nope, no rings in there. I didn't put them in the strong box. I think those are all the rings I have.
Wake up! Stop daydreaming about me and which way I'm going.
Water breathing again. Water breathing.
Do you like to dance? I've heard that there's this dance called the horizontal dance. I think we should try it.
I don't think we should do that.
Unfortunately, I've never seen anyone do it before.
Drowning again. Alrighty. Water breathing. I could put it on the cloak. I'm not gonna do that. Sure, we'll do the bow as well. We'll do the shock damage, why not? Enchant this crossbow as well, with shock damage. There we go. So now we are level 51 in enchanting. This is very nice. We will level up. And we're gonna go straight into Magicka, because my Magicka is very low for this character, and I do want to be able to heal and such better. Speaking of, we're gonna look into Restoration right now. 3% more power if the recipient is below half health. Bonus increases as health decreases. That's pretty nice, so I'm gonna grab that. 2 spirit tutors roam Skyrim. Find them and speak with them to receive a permanent blessing that makes restoration spells 1% stronger per 20 points stamina or 20 points of magicka. We won't grab that yet. Our magicka is not high at all. When you enter into combat, rapidly regenerate points of magicka equal to half your restoration skill level per second. That is very good as well, so I'll grab that. Restoration dual casting empowers it, increasing effectiveness and cost. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I don't have enough magicka for dual casting to be particularly good right now. Rolling standard. You're trained to deflect incoming attacks while wearing all heavy armor. 15 points of armoring. Okay. Trying to get to Born to Fight. There we go. I like that. Weighs half as much. Let's gonna help our carry rate a lot. We got 60 one-handed as well, so we can go again into denting blows. And then with our last point, sideways power attacks with mace deplete all your stamina on impact, dealing 1% more damage per point of stamina depleted during a critical strike. So that is quite nice. It's gonna kill my stamina every time I use it, but the more stamina I have means more damage I do. So that's gonna be super helpful, especially if I'm attacking a harder enemy, and if I really want to, I can use potions of stamina to regenerate that, and then deal even more DPS. So now that we're quite a bit stronger, we will see what we're going to do next. Let's see if we have 5 Ice Ray Teeth, so we can get that quest done in Riften. I think as well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Thieves Guild a little bit. Thieves Guild is going to be a little bit tough for me, considering I'm not going to save scum. For example, like if there's pickpocketing stuff and I get caught, I either gotta go to jail for it or I gotta pay the fine for it. Alright, my ingredients are over here. Right in here, the satchel right here. Do we have 5 Ice Wraith Teeth? I hope we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we're gonna go to Riften, we're gonna give that to Maurice. Why is my controller vibrating? What's happening? Okay. Ah, that's what we also have. That's why it's showing me over there. Okay. We're just gonna wait a little bit till it's morning. Got 1 more hour so the NPCs can move and get where they're supposed to. There we go.
My food is the best.
Found the Ice Wraith Teeth.
Perfect. These should help keep my stock fresh for quite a while. And as promised, here's my trade. Hope you like it.
Excellent.
Thanks again.
I really don't want those fits in press. You may keep those. Those are useless to me. Mage Light is actually quite nice. That's going to be able to help me see at night a lot better. Hello, Balamand.
Take a look.
I'm going to buy your iron ore off of you. And I definitely need to do more of this. I need to use my transmute spells more often.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
What just happened there? Why did he have his weapon out? Hello, adventurer. Alright. Just some random person, I guess. Go into the pawn and see what I can sell. Hello, Versi.
Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures.
Buy your ore as well. Sell that, sell that. Sell that. And that's pretty much all of his money. He's got $2 left to his name. Is there any spell tomes or anything I want to grab off of him? No, not really. I don't think I really want to buy potions. don't think he's gonna have any enchantments that I really care about. I mean, that's quite good, but I don't really want to spend 2,700 on that. It is major wielding. Let me see what I have on right now for that. Amulet of Dibella. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna buy that. That's gonna make me quite a bit more powerful. And then I can sell some more stuff to him as well to get that money back. There we go. I won't sell the Amulet of Dibella. I'm gonna keep that just for trading and such. Hopefully I'll remember to use it. Those rings, sell these staves. Guess we'll buy a potion off of him. Just so that we can get that from him. Perfect. Alrighty, I'm gonna equip that right now.
Hey.
Yeah, that makes us 25% more powerful. I think, like, spending 2,700 isn't always the best, but I do have lots of money already. I've got 20 grand on me. And
Children creep me out.
I do need to deal more damage, so...
If we had kids, what do you suppose they would look like?
Alrighty, so Thieves Guild. To the Ragged Flagon.
I meant hypothetically. Not that I would want to. Although you are. I'm just going to shut up now before I really embarrass myself.
Soul Divided.
No, I meant hypothetically.
I have to remove the public
Not that I would want to.
notice before I can actually enter the Ratway.
Although you are. I'm just going to shut up now before I really embarrass myself.
You've already said that, bro. Okay. Just gonna pop a quick save here. Get our weapons out.
What was that?
I've come to mess you up. There we are. Now we're dealing damage. Take your 100 gold. I won't take that. Serrano's pickpocket? Interesting. Apparently that guy was just dead on the ground. I tried to unlock that, but whatever. You alright, bro? Bro's just moaning. Nothing of interest in there. Skeever.
Heard something? That'll teach you.
Oh, they killed him pretty quickly. There is more skeevers up ahead. This guy actually hurts, so he has a pretty good gauntlets on him. Yeah, I'm gonna kill your skeever because it's in my way. Wow, he also has one of these. I can break that down then, that's nice. So then I can grab that enchantment for the future. We won't do this just yet. We'll have to follow that ghost into there. Follow that quest line, but right now we are not doing that. Hello, Scritch. What is that to? Shadowfoot Sanctum? Interesting. Okay, can you move out of the way, please?
Oh,
Why are you in
is
my
there
way?
Something hard in your pocket? This
Thank
isn't
you.
one of those boy meets girl cliches, is it?
Where'd you come from?
This lowlife has a nice shield on it. Off with your head.
I don't get why people worship the gods. What have they ever done for us mere mortals? Nothing. I prayed for money, free booze, and... more free booze, and... did I get it? No! Instead, I got a hangover and a huge hole in my pocket where my money used to be.
That seems like a you problem. Don't spend your money all on alcohol.
I know you're excited to see me, but...
Do you have to say something every time I bump into you?
appropriate moment before trying to...
Alright, well we made it to this Thieves Guild area.
Give it up, Brynjo. Those days are over.
Hello, my guy.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Especially since I messed up the entire job in first, so...
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning
How am
out
I
to be a
reliable?
prize. So,
I messed up the job.
now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market,
That failed?
handling a few deadbeats for me.
Alrighty.
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
I can do that?
Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Sounds good.
I'll be here when you're done.
Talk to me again when you've proven yourself to Brynjo.
Let's go do that. All we gotta do is intimidate some shopkeepers, maybe beat one up. And they will let us in.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
You're a dragon somewhere.
You in town, eh? Here for the fishing. What do you want?
Hello, Kirava.
Here for
I have a message.
I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a single coin.
It was never a request.
Look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. The war's seen to that. Come on, give it your best shot.
Let me beat the shit out of you. Since I'm a Khajiit, I am going to take these off and use my claws instead.
You're as good as dead.
My claws do a lot of damage.
Is this what you want? It's nothing. No.
Hopefully I don't lose. I might lose. Okay. I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna heal. She doesn't mind. Oh. Why did that fail? What the hell?
My skill in battle is
Oh, that's cool. Alright, we're gonna go back to that autosave and we're gonna retry that. I don't like that. Sometimes in like the brawls just don't work. Take those gauntlets off again.
Here for a room or something to drink?
Hello
Or
again.
something or not? I've already told that buffoon. Look around you. And come on, give it your best shot. Should have come here.
Just gonna power attack her. She's healing, that's cheating.
That's all you got.
Is she out healing my punches almost? This is bullshit. Why do you naturally heal more? That's so annoying. Okay, stop it. Can I please talk to you? That's so annoying. Like the brawls last like forever, and they take so much damage, and they keep healing, and at one random point they stop fighting, but they don't actually notify you that they're not fighting anymore. So then you hit him again, and then all of a sudden it's assault. It's actually quite annoying to deal with.
Here for a room or something? You want something or not? I've already told that buffoon. Look around you. And come on, give it your best shot. Come here. That's what you want, huh? That's your best, huh?
Please.
Fine cat.
Finally, there we go.
Now, what did you want?
There we go. I just don't like on higher difficulties how they'll literally just almost out-regen your fighting. Like, the only reason I beat her in that brawl is because I'm a Khajiit and I do significantly more damage with my claws. Yeah, claws deal 10 damage, power attacks with 2 free claws deal extra damage equivalent to 25% of current stamina. Literally, like, that's the only reason I was able to beat her in a fist fight. The higher difficulties is just so annoying with brawling. You quite literally have to enchant actual brawling stuff in order to do anything that you want to do. We'll do this guy last, actually. There's a way to... Every single one of these guys, like all 3 of them,
I'm no fan of the sun.
have a way to bypass instead of having to fight them or talk to them and intimidate them. The way to do... what's her name? Helga's. You can steal one of her trophies of Debella and just tell her that you're gonna break it, and she won't do anything. So yeah, just walk over here, steal this, then walk up to her,
Don't take the statue.
and then just say, "So should I drop the statue down the well?"
Not Lady Debella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
There we go, and that's easily done. I forgot the way to deal with Karava easily, that's why I brawled her. But then whichever one you do third, for example, this suit's going to be last on my list, he'll know, because he'll hear that you beat her up and that you threatened her to break her shit, and then he will just give in. Which makes it quite easy to get these done.
Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed.
Thank you, Bercy.
Here, take it.
Thank you, sir. The only thing that sucks about doing these, is that now all those residents will permanently hate you pretty much, which kind of sucks if you sell a lot in Riften. Like, they'll just greet you unkindly.
Town, eh? Here for the fishing.
Hello there, M. Chief. How are you doing?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Gonna go back to the Thieves Guild, and they shall let us in. They keep transmuting. Hi, Serrano.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Hey, Brynjolf, I did it.
So, job's done and you... Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return.
I'm doing pretty good. Just streaming a bit before I have to leave for my night shift. Thank you for asking.
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
It's more gold where
That's
that
the
came
spirit.
from, I'm in.
I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's
Gotta
on your
ask.
mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Sounds good
Now,
to
if
me.
there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
If you're looking
Sounds
for
good.
conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
So the mods that I am playing with, I have quite a few here, so let me show you. That's not where I want to go. Which section is it? Is it creations? Yeah. I have a lot of mods installed right now. I'll just quickly go through here so you can see them for yourself. I mostly have lore-friendly mods downloaded. I have lots of follower mods as well. I'm currently using Sophia as my follower, and I also have Serana. I did Dawnguard yesterday. But yeah, stuff like Project AHO, just really big DLC-sized mods, which is really nice. There's another one up here. Or is it Clockwork? This one's really cool as well. Falscar as well, Midwood Isle. DLC-sized new areas. So those are going to be really cool to get into. Lore-friendly, you like that? Absolutely. Yeah, I like lore-friendly mods way better. Simply because, like, it just, I don't know. Thomas the Tank Engine is fun, and seeing that as, like, the dragon skin is pretty funny, but it also just kind of ruins a bit. Can you get out of my... You just backed me into a corner. Let me free. There we go. You wanna... Can you keep going, Brynjolf? I'll wait till he enters there before I go in. You're only playing with 35 mods? Yeah, I've been playing Skyrim for over a decade, so my collection of mods, like, I've spent years accruing these mods. Tested a lot of mods, tested a lot of load orders. Oh, wait an hour. Let's go, Brynjolf. I want to talk to you guys. Yeah, I have so many mods, like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how many I have. I have at least, like, 60 or so. All of them are through the Creation Club modded menu as well, so none of them are on,
Of course you can buy me
what's it called?
You didn't need to
None of them are through other sources.
Wasted the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich.
Sounds good.
Break the rules and you lose your share.
That makes sense.
No debates, no discussions.
I don't like you.
What we say, when we say.
I still don't like you.
Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Sounds good.
If you're wondering why they
You're not
call me
talking about
Fipper,
gold equal, are you?
watch me
You're
out
not
on the
involved. Can you
down
leave?
sometime.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work.
I
So
do.
let him prove it. The Golden Glow estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf
Alrighty.
will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me.
How do I get my cut?
Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing.
That's
You
true.
should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way.
Sounds good.
Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Excellent. I won't use it, but
Not
thank
done
you.
talking to you yet.
I don't care. So we will go to Tenelia, we'll get that armor, and we'll put that on the wall or something. I have an optional quest to talk to him for more information. Actually, I should probably talk to him. I don't know why he wants me talking after I talk to him. Load orders, I need help with that. I'm relying on loot for that. Yeah, load orders, a lot of the time, like, in the mod menu, like when you download the mod, the description will tell you kind of where to put it. They'll either say like near the bottom, and then you just gotta fool around with it until it actually works. It's not much of a rhyme or reason, a lot of the time.
The catch is that you can't burn the
And yeah, I do know a decent amount of the cheese.
Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Makes sense.
Aye. The last thing.
Like for example, like if you go to like a certain mountain and you use Mage Light and you can cast it like a kilometer or two away on top of the mountain and it'll just spam increase your skills. I need more details.
Been out of the clip, so we send in Vex.
Mercenaries not rifting guards.
In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Let's go to Vex and to Tenelia. Yeah, I'm trying to not use as much cheese in this playthrough. I'm gonna play a lot more legit in this playthrough on stream. Is this some sort of magic trick?
Two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong.
Back off.
Now you I like. I've been getting sick of the pushovers that usually walk in here. I think you and I are gonna get along just fine. Now it's time to get.
Would I recommend Elder Scrolls V Special Edition? The Special Edition for sure, absolutely. 100% I would recommend the Special Edition. The Anniversary Edition, if you want it, all it does is it adds on all the Creation Club content that they have. You don't get every single bit, you still have to, like if you want all of it, you can still buy some more stuff. Elder Scrolls Special Edition, absolutely I recommend. I played that for so many years, especially on Xbox and on PC. I think Elder Scrolls is one of my most played game series of all time, so for sure I would recommend that, absolutely. Sort of business.
Sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
She's one with that crate, she truly is. For me, like, if you played tons of Skyrim, and, what's it called, you know, like, the main game, especially, like, the Elder Scrolls Special Edition very well, it adds tons and tons and tons of content. I think, depending on your price point, like, for me, it was only, like, 20 bucks more to get the Special Edition, or to Anniversary Edition, because I already had Special Edition. But for seasoned veterans of Skyrim, I think it's worth it, personally. You're gonna buy it tonight? Awesome. I think you'll enjoy it tons.
You can get out, and while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side.
Excellent. Yeah, like, what's it called? There's so many quests that you get. For example, I did the Great Call of Nocturnal, which adds the Silver Shroud hat. And that's like, it's pretty big throughout the Elder Scrolls game. That was in Morrowind and Oblivion. It's really nice. Special Edition is like 50 bucks. I'm gonna see how it goes. $50. Is that Canadian or American? Okay.
Hey, I still have
I'm not gonna ask them for jobs yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the Golden Glow estate done. I'm gonna ask her for more information. I don't really need the information, but I want this off of my HUD.
Yeah, I did. That wood elf.
USD on Epic Games.
A lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher? It was like he was
Honestly, like $50 USD. That is quite a bit of money. But for me personally, if you do love the game, it will pay for itself. For example, like I have at least like 2K hours on Skyrim. I've got like 950 on this Steam account, and I've got easily over 1,000 on my Xbox account. So $50 for like 2,000 plus hours of gameplay, absolutely worth it. Because you'll spend, I think you'll you'll make your money. You won't make your money back, obviously, but like it'll be worth it by just having all that gameplay without any mods at all. And then the replayability factor that all the mods allow is ridiculous, because you can play the entire game through an entirely different way. Like for example, what's it called? I have an entire overhaul for the perk tree, which completely changes the game. I love the regular Skyrim perk tree, but this one adds so much. For example, like if you're one-handed, it'll do stuff like this. Power attacks with a mace deliver a critical strike that deals 3 times critical damage. So it basically adds more ways to attack your enemies, and you'll have to think about the ways that you attack your enemies. For example, sideways power attacks with a mace depletes all of your stamina on impact, but it also deals 1% more damage per point of stamina depleted and does a critical strike. So the more stamina you have, the more damage you will have. So let's say like you get late game and you have like 500 stamina. It will use all 500 stamina in that strike, but 1% damage per point of stamina, that's 500% more damage. That is 5 times more damage you're dealing with that strike. So you will do a colossal amount of damage. $40 meant to save for the original. Anniversary is $50. Anniversary upgrade is $20. Personally, like I would recommend just going straight for Anniversary Edition. But both are good options. Like $40 for Special Edition, like that's honestly you'll play that tons. If you do enjoy the game and you love the RPGs, just the story alone, you'll have a great time with, because you'll have tons of time if you do the main quest, and then you have the DLCs, and then all the player homes and stuff like that. There's so much to do in Skyrim. There's a massive reason there's so many people playing this game like over almost a decade and a half later. Yeah, honestly, it all depends on like your financial situation, if you're gonna spend 40-50 USD on the game. But if you like games and you play games often, and you do really get into Skyrim, like it has so much content will inevitably make it worth it. Like for example, I have another save. Let's go back to characters. It's my all achievement run. So this is entirely without mods. I got to level 112, and I probably spent I have no idea, probably like 400 or 500 hours on this save alone. Are SC and Anniversary different games, or does it overlap over each other? So they're essentially the same game, but like Special Edition has none of the Creation Club content, and Anniversary Edition has all of it. So if you do have the Special Edition and you want to just try out the Special Edition and upgrade to the Anniversary Edition later, you can do that entirely, and you can even use the exact same save. It might mess up a little things in your world, so starting a new world is always better. 112 on mod is crazy. Yeah, that was quite the grind. That was a run. Obviously, it says all achievements. I just got all the achievements in the game through that save. When I 100% of that back in 2022. Money is an issue, just curious. Yeah, completely fair. If money is not an issue, I highly recommend it, absolutely, because it will be absolutely worth it. Yeah, like you can always just get the Special Edition, try it out, see if you like it, and if you do like it, you can always just upgrade later. It'll be the exact same thing, but you're probably going to pay $10 more. For example, this is one of the things that is added through the Anniversary Edition. It's like a message in the notice board. Every single one of these is a different quest you can do. Every single one. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just at this one board, that's 16 new quests that you can do. So that's probably like at least like 5-6 hours of gameplay after going through all the dungeons and completing all those quests. What's Creation Club, and also if I buy Special Edition and decide to go to Anniversary, does it only cost 10 more, or does it cost like 50 more? So you'd pay the $40 and then you'd upgrade it for like 20. So you do save $10 if you just straight up get Anniversary Edition. The Creation Club, basically what it is used for, you can put money into the game, and you can buy basically stuff that people have created, so it will support the creators, and it will also give money to Bethesda. I'll show you the Creation Club here. Yeah, I'll go back here. I'll save, and I'll go to the main menu, and I'll show you the Creation Club, because that's the menu you want to see. So you just go into Creations. Creations is also where you get mods as well. So you can download your mods through that Creation tab as well. This is the menu for it. At the top right, you'll see there's like a currency. So you can spend money, and then you can get special content. For example, let's click on this. If I want to download this, I can. But it's basically just a follower mod, this one. And there's tons and tons of content. But yeah, there's ones that you can pay for as well, which are like a bit more in depth. And through Anniversary Edition, you get a lot of these. So they just give you a bunch of the Creation Club content for a lot cheaper than you would pay for it. Special requests, or weapons, or what? Or for like mods. All of the above. So this is where you access mods. This is where you access, for example, like this is like part of the mod menu. This is mods that I do have installed right now. So you can just download these mods for completely free. Or you can buy content that Bethesda has released with its creators. Personally, I would recommend not, I would just get Anniversary Edition, and I wouldn't put money into the game, honestly. There's plenty and plenty and plenty of content that you can get for absolutely free. For example, all of the mods. You can get overhauls, enhanced like graphics and stuff like that. These are for quests. Faster Horses is pretty cool. This is a follower mod. It overhauls the citizens and such. Imperious Races of Skyrim. This is a very fun one. This is one I have. It gives new racial abilities to every single race so that they're more specialized. And it gives you ways to actually get a better character through that. You can also do like lore unfriendly things like laughing Mr. Krabs, so mud crabs will just sound like Mr. Krabs. Pizza delivery is crazy, yeah, I know, right? Necro pizza? Yeah, there's so many mods. Like there's mods for everybody. Like if you want to get like Thomas the Tank Engine instead of dragons, so you can have Thomas the Tank Engine flying around, you can absolutely do that. But if you're more lore friendly like I am, and you want to just get a bunch of diverse dragons, you can absolutely do that as well. Yeah, personally what I would recommend is don't spend money on the Creation Club. Like don't load in and buy the credits. Instead, just buy the Anniversary Edition. It'll give you plenty of content, and then just buy a ton of the... Or not buy, download a ton of the mods that you like. I think that's the best way to go about it. As well as like most of the creation content, you will find that you can pay for. You can find an equivalent on alternate sites and get them for free. We're gonna go over to... Here is all the mod menu stuff inside the game. If I was to buy Anniversary Edition, yes. If you get Special Edition, it is all inside the game as well. If you get Anniversary Edition, it is also inside the game. That is for PC and for Xbox. So if you're on Xbox and you can't get a lot of the PC exclusive game or mods, you can still get tons and tons of mods. Every single mod I have downloaded right now, you can play on Xbox One or PS5. So at Golden Glow, we have to destroy the hives, the apiaries. And we also have to sneak inside and grab some stuff, so I'm gonna go and do that right now. We might have to fight because my sneak isn't very good and I'm in full heavy armor, so I'm not very sneaky at all. I do also have water breathing, so I can infinitely breathe underwater. I'll put my gauntlets back on. I don't know anything about the mods or anything, but I might still go figure stuff out. I'm on PC too, by the way. Awesome. PC is definitely the best way to play it, in my opinion. I play PC with a controller just because it's more comfortable for me. But the game does work a bit better with KBM. I need to get up there. I'm gonna go around here. Hopefully they don't see me. It should be fine. But honestly, like if you don't know anything about Skyrim, I would fully recommend just playing through the game for your first playthrough without any mods, because the game holds up to this day in 2025 regardless. Especially like they did lots of like overhauls with the special edition anyways. But yeah, even if you don't know anything about Skyrim, just play the base game. Either special edition or anniversary, either is fine. And you'll have so much to do, and by the time you finish all of that, and you have a character that's gone through most of the entire game, then that's when you can afterwards download mods and have thousands of more hours of content to do. I'll show you a couple of these mods that I do have that I really enjoy that add tons of content. Midwood Isle, DLC-sized area. It's a brand new area that you can go in. It's entirely voiced by what's called other people. Falscar as well, brand new playable area. Volforge, it's a massive player home. Clockwork, this adds a cool player home and a pretty cool story as well. Forgotten City, this is probably one of my favorite mods of all time. Adds a very, very good story. And a very, very cool area that you can search around in. Pretty familiar with vanilla, did a lot back years ago on Xbox 60, just not sure about the modding side. Diff want to replay the vanilla version. Yeah, I'd recommend replaying vanilla for sure. Especially like if you're gonna do like anniversary upgrade, you're gonna have tons and tons of more content for vanilla. By the way, with the creation content on Anniversary Edition, you can have it all installed and you can still get all your achievements. So if you want to do a run and, for example, just grab all the achievements, do all the hard achievements like Oblivion Walker and stuff like that, you can absolutely do that, and you can have tons of new player homes with the creation content while you're playing your vanilla save, and you can have tons of new quests that you can do that will give you cool items. But yeah, modding, like, all it does is it adds so much longevity to Skyrim. It is absolutely beautiful. There is so much more that you can do with mods, and it will give you so many more hours. And you can even create specific playstyles and stuff like that with mods. For example, if you love being a mage, you can download mods that overhaul the entire magic system, make the magic better, add tons of new spells, and you can play it just like that. Or if you're more of a combatant like me, you can overhaul it in that way as well. You can even make the game super, super difficult by adding tons of difficult mods. Goblins and zombies and whatever in Anniversary Edition feels so off. I just saw all that stuff for the first time today. Yeah, it is quite weird. It's quite weird seeing that for the first time. I think they tied it in a little well with like the story of it, but yeah, them just like showing up randomly is a bit weird. Although they don't like affect the gameplay too much. Like you just see them every so often, which isn't like the worst thing. Yeah, obviously not every single aspect of every part of the game is going to be fantastic. But if you want to turn off the goblins and zombies, I'm pretty sure you can just deselect them in the Creation Club or uninstall them so that you don't actually have to have them in there. So at least you get that option. gonna snipe this guy in the back of the head. Just bought special edition right now. Don't want to mess with anniversary stuff till I get decently into it. Completely fair, absolutely. It'll give you... He just knew as soon as I shot. That's crazy. Yeah, it'll give you tons of experience with like the base game, and then when you switch to anniversary edition, you'll realize just how different it is as well. He's dead. Sorry, Sophia, my bad. There we go, he's dead. There we are. Okay, so we gotta get to the downstairs area. I mean, the lockpick these. There's not much loot in this place. Like there is like a little bit of loot, but I do like unlocking these just for the lockpicking experience. Appreciate your help, man. I gotta run, but I appreciate your help. Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you subbing. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the conversation. It's nice to have you here. Dungeon with this elements and whatnot is extremely high quality, though. I enjoy it a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, this game looks great. It really does. And like the world is so lived in, especially after all the mods and stuff like that. Even like just regular Skyrim, the world feels so nice, so lived in. Yeah, honestly, just an absolute masterpiece of a game. Take our bow out. Hopefully they don't matrix around my arrow this time. There we go. Let's beef. I'll use my sideways power attack. Oh, accidentally went to third person. Excellent. They are all dead. Take the cellar key. Don't need a second key. I'll loot this. Some nice scrolls. You can sell all of the stolen items at the Thieves Guild as well, so you don't have to worry about grabbing stolen items. And when you get further enough, what's called further into speech, you can also sell them to normal merchants as well. Have that coin purse. I'm gonna grab these pelts as well here. I heard that enemy over there. I can grab those pelts.
Must be my imagination.
It is for sure your imagination, my guy. What do I think about survival mode? I enjoy the no fast travel a lot, but having the carry weight is excessive in my opinion. Absolutely. Carry weight's not too big of a deal. As soon as you get all the bandoliers and stuff crafted, I think that's the best way to go about survival difficulty. Plus, having the backpack is super nice. Like, this just alone gives you 75 more carry weight. And if you have the bandoliers, they also add tons of carry weight. So for sure, for survival difficulty, I think that crafting a full set of bandoliers all over the place is the best thing to do. Survival difficulty in itself, like, I do love the idea of survival difficulty. No fast travel, it can be good, it can be bad. I do like walk around in Skyrim and running around Skyrim, especially when you have like horses like Arvark and stuff. Is tons of fun. But when you have, like, for example, like you're in Riften or something like that, then you have to go to Iverstead for something. You can't really fast travel there through the stables, so you have to walk the entire way. Which isn't too much of a problem. You can get around decently quickly. But throughout an entire playthrough, when you're doing that every single time, and if you want like a player home like Hendrheim, you kind of gotta walk to it from Whiterun every single time you want to get home. If you go to Solitude, you have to walk all the way down. It's It's a bit annoying, but if you are playing survival difficulty, don't get a home like Hendraheim. Get a home inside one of the main cities that you can fast travel to with the horses and the carriage riders. I think that's the best way to go about that. But yeah, the carry is definitely a problem, especially early on, just because you can't carry much loot, and a lot of stuff, especially if you go like a heavy armor route. The heavy armor is so heavy that you can carry your armor and a little bit of stuff and then not much else. I'm gonna try to sneak attack this dude.
Where'd you come from?
Another problem that I find with survival difficulty, I talked about it like a little bit earlier, but brawling is annoying because when you're brawling an NPC, unless you have like armor, for example, like that has way better unarmed strike damage, it is so difficult to actually brawl anyone because they will just out heal your damage output. The only reason I was able, I'm on master difficulty and it's still difficult. The only reason I was able to actually out brawl someone is because I'm a Khajiit and I do more unarmed damage because I'm a Khajiit because I have claws. And that was still actually tough to beat someone in a fist fight on master difficulty. Yeah, legendary difficulty. I do love like eating, sleeping, and drinking, and having to constantly follow that. It makes you keep an eye on having food, and it actually makes cooking quite nice because, you know, makes it way more useful. Because, for example, right now, all I have on me is vegetable soup, because when you eat vegetable soup, it restores 1 stamina per second, which you only need 1 stamina to power attack, so this basically means you can infinitely power attack for 720 seconds. That's the only reason I have vegetable soup on me. That's the only reason I use food. I don't ever look at it other than in survival mode. So having access to all of that and making food and making food actually viable, that's tons of fun. I do enjoy that a lot. I do wish, however, there was a way to get fatigue down other than just sleeping. Like, I think, like, if you have, like, let's say, like, skooma or moon sugar or something like that, like one of those drugs in the game, I think you should be able to take that and it would reduce your fatigue. I think that would be pretty cool. Take the bill of sale. That's what we need from here. Then we will escape down the sewer. But yeah, for sure with survival mode, I would recommend getting all the bandoliers as quickly as possible. Getting a backpack as soon as possible. Just to improve your carry weight. Until you spam more points into your stamina and you get more carry weight. Also, if you choose an orcish character, orcs can also just carry a lot more items as well. But if you don't want to play as an orc, then you will have a little bit more trouble with carry weight for sure. I agree the fatigue meter builds up pretty fast for it to be an only sleep fix. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I accidentally just got caught, but that's okay. I'm just gonna run past. I'm not gonna worry about killing all of these guys. I'm just gonna go burn that down and run back to Riften. Also, when you're hella fatigued, the screen goes all blurry, which sucks. Yes. I wish, what's it called? I wish there was a fix for that. There's probably a mod somewhere out there that helps that. But yeah, the blurriness is a bit annoying because, like, it doesn't make it any more difficult. All it does is just make it so you can't see very well. And if you live stream or something like that, like, that's not really a problem with me because I haven't been streaming that long. It's only been like 3 or 4 days that I've been streaming. But yeah, it'll just make it worse for your viewers that they can't see anything. Burn those 3, and then we shall go back to Riften. We're just gonna go back to land over here and run all the way around. Yeah, especially when you are fatigued as well, you have to deal with less stamina regeneration, stuff like that, which adds a lot to the difficulty. Oh, one massive part of survival difficulty as well that I talked about last stream. Being a vampire sucks. It is horrendous. I hate it. Especially in survival difficulty. Because right now, like, you can see I can regenerate my stamina. But if I wait until daytime, because I'm a vampire at this stage of my questline, I cannot regenerate stamina, and I cannot regenerate, what's it called, magicka, unless I have special items that help me do that. So if I sprint, my stamina barely comes back, and that's only because I have, which is this one. So if I take this off, yeah, I just completely stop regenerating stamina in total. So then if you want to run somewhere, like, oh, let's get through half of Skyrim by running. Oh, now my stamina's gone because I'm a vampire. Now I cannot run. That's done. Oh, I want to heal myself because I got attacked midway through. Let me use my magicka. Oh, it doesn't regenerate. Now I can never heal myself again, and I can't do that until I get somewhere else. And if I want to wait till nighttime, so if I wait till nighttime to regenerate my health and my stamina, by the time I wait till nighttime, if I'm just in the middle of Skyrim in survival difficulty, unless there's a bed near me that I can sleep at, I'm going to be tired, I'm going to be hungry, I'm going to be thirsty, so I'm not going to regenerate my stamina fast anyways throughout the night. So that is extremely rough. But yeah, like, look how slowly my stamina regenerates right now, and this isn't survival difficulty. Imagine trying to run through Skyrim on survival difficulty as a vampire. It is horrendous. Obviously, the one big fix for that is just to, what's it called? I'm going to go a little bit further from Riften so I don't affect them. Is to just transform into a vampire lord. And even then, you don't regenerate stamina too quickly. But you're able to get around way quicker as a vampire. That's the one plus side to it. But yeah, not being able to regenerate stamina or magicka throughout the day really just sucks. Especially if, like, you're like me and use the transmute spells, so you want to what's it called, use your spells and stuff like that and level up your character while you're running around. You just can't do that. Like, I just want to run to this gate, but I can't. Oh, they saw me as a vampire. Okay. There we go. Yeah, like, that is why I will always think that being a werewolf is the best option. That is why I did Dawnguard first and got Serana. So I'm going to go through the Dawnguard quest, I'm going to finish that, and then instantly I'm going to go to the companions and switch myself to a werewolf. Because it is just significantly better to be a werewolf. Which really sucks, because being a vampire is cool as hell in this game, and there's a lot of cool things you can do as a vampire. But until you get Oriel's bow, during the day you're just useless. And it makes it really tough to survive. Because yeah, once you get Oriel's bow, and you're able to shoot the sun and turn it dark, and actually be useful throughout the day, it's not great. Does the werewolf even have any downsides? I'm not sure. I don't think that there's too many downsides at all. The one main downside that I did notice through it is you can't get Lover's Embrace or Well Rested. So if you sleep in a bed, you can get Well Rested, which I don't remember the exact number it gives you, but it gives you like 10% faster XP gain. And then Lover's Embrace gives either 15 or 20% faster XP gain for a certain amount of time. You don't have access to either of those as a werewolf. I don't know if you have access to that as a vampire, actually. So I'm going to test that out. I'm going to see if you have access to that. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate with a werewolf. And, like, sometimes people say you smell like a dog. I think that's a bit unfortunate. But other than that, I can't really think of any actual downsides to being a werewolf.
If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
No clue.
Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name.
Damn. About time I met her.
So eager. It's not a social visit. It's business. That's between. Don't worry about it.
Speaking of which.
Of course. Keep doing right by us.
Get a little bit of money. That is all done. So which bed is actually mine in here? I never remember. I never sleep in these beds. There we go. This is my bed. So we're gonna see if we get the active effect for being well rested. I don't have a wife, so I can't get Lover's Embrace. That's the only way to get that. If you have a wife and you sleep in your player home, you get Lover's Embrace. Yep, there we go. Top left corner, you see you awaken feeling well rested or rested. And let's see the. There we go. So it doesn't look like you get well rested unless you sleep in your player home. I think you only get well rested in your own home. But yeah, all skills improve 5% faster for 8 hours, so you can get that as a vampire. So that is a plus side. So if you want to do tons of smithing that day, you should go to sleep, and then you'll have a boost to your smithing. Or not boost your smithing. You have a boost to upgrading your smithing quicker if you sleep. But yeah, you do not have access at all to that as a werewolf, because you can never be well rested as a werewolf.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
I'd have to, look through being a werewolf a little bit more to see more downsides, but off the top of my head, like, that is literally the only downside I can see. Let's go talk to Maven Blackbriar.
A word of advice. Never buy a used copy of The Lusty Argonian Maid. The covers are always worn and the pages stuck together. I just don't get it. I swear, there must be some kind of conspiracy.
What do you mean you don't get it? That book is just porn. Why would you buy a used copy? What is wrong with you?
You have some nerve coming back here after what you did to Kirava.
I may have fist fought your woman, but you don't gotta be salty about it. I won, bro.
There's a bad hunger to them.
These claws are E for everybody.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
Let's skip the conversation.
Firebrand, aren't you? It's
Let's
about
talk business.
time Brynjolf sent me someone with business sense. I was beginning to think he was running some sort of beggars guild over there.
Pretty much. They kind of suck over there. Why don't you have faith in the guild, though?
Faith? I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done?
Very
and was
efficient
it done
woman.
correctly? There's no gray area.
Where do I start?
Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details.
Sounds good. I think you can...
And you think that I care? Interesting. I don't believe in getting my hands dirty. You have people that handle those sort of things. Use them.
Interesting.
One more time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job, and you will be sorry.
I mean, I probably won't be sorry. I butchered the first job in the Thieves Guild, and they still let me in, so...
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
Need someone to deliver a message? What kind?
I recently approached
Don't enter there.
Blackbriar
Don't do it.
about buying Frost.
You prick. You're mid-conversation with me, and you walk back inside? Seriously? You're gonna have to make me walk back in here just to talk to you?
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Looking for work?
Now you're just broken. Okay, whatever. I don't care about your quest. Your quest is about as good as your hair, so I don't care. Another thing that sucks about the vampire is that you have to constantly eat blood in order to reduce how these affect you, which I don't like. It's so annoying, and especially for survival difficulty, if you sleep for like 8 hours and then you wait till the nighttime to walk around as a vampire, you're gonna be so like you can't have anything because you need to be drinking blood constantly in order to keep your character actually useful.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go to Whiterun.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave.
Get up there.
Anyway, just out of this.
Here we are. They go inside to Whiterun, talk to him. Yay. Glitching textures. No matter how good this game looks, and how good it will look in this game, you gotta remember it is still a Bethesda game. Apparently the door just forgot how to have textures. Beautiful Skyrim. Can you drink from your followers? That's a good question. I'm gonna go into Bree's home because I own this home. Lydia should be here. That's a good question. Let me see if you can use vampire seduction on your followers. Because if you can, then I haven't thought about that. That would be a good way to drink blood.
Honored to see you again.
She's too powerful, I guess. You're too powerful to get seduced by a vampire, but you're absolutely useless in combat. That's interesting. Ours can only be used once a day.
Your sword and your shield.
So it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like you can seduce them and actually drink their blood. That would have been a very, very nice fix, however. That would have been very nice to be able to do if you could just drink your followers' blood. I mean, it would make sense, especially like if your follower knows that you're a vampire and they're chill with it. It's like, why would they not be? Like, they could just like take like a pint of blood out of them every so often, like every like half a week or something like that, and then just give it to you so you're not useless throughout the entire time. But yeah, I guess not. I guess you cannot do that. And collect these from my player home because I did forget them here. Yeah, tons and tons of weight onto me. I don't want to get over encumbered, that's why I'm grabbing them all individually. I want to see if I can carry almost all of it. Yeah, I can carry all of it, nice. Okay, so that's everything out of there. I didn't buy the decorations from this home because I didn't want to. Eventually, I'll buy all of that. You said from your horse as well. I have to try that as well. I can't imagine that... Oh, I don't have enough magicka. I can't imagine that you can get it from Arvac. I'm not sure about like other horses. We can try that for sure though. Here, we'll try that right now. I'm gonna wait 24 hours. I'm gonna go out to the stables. I'm gonna buy a horse. I'm gonna walk it out a little bit, and I'm gonna try to drink its blood. I'm waiting 24 hours so that I can use my power again. Cause yeah, if you can like, even if you can just like with Shadowmere, because Shadowmere doesn't die at all. If you have Shadowmere, if you do that, and then you just keep drinking the blood from Shadowmere, that would be a great way to actually go about it. So that's a very good question. We'll test that. I don't have Shadowmere, but if it works on a regular horse, I can't imagine it won't work on Shadowmere, you know?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Oh, you're the carriage dude. I don't want to use you.
Yes?
I'd like to buy a horse.
So?
Give it to me.
You've got the deal.
I'm not gonna save and go back because like I'm rich enough for 1,000 gold. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we'll walk out so that people don't see me drinking the blood of this horse, and I won't get in trouble. Guess we'll have to kill these first. Burn! Take the pelt. There's my horse. So yeah, we're testing if we can use vampire seduction on the horse. You can. It does not look like you can actually drink its blood though, unless you have to... No, you cannot. You cannot seduce your horse. And, oh, I mean, you can seduce the horse, but you can't drink from it, because all it gives you is the option to ride the horse. So no, you cannot. I wonder. I'm gonna wait another 24 hours, and I'm gonna try it on. Anyway, full 24 hours. I'm gonna wait another 24 hours. I'm gonna try the command on a horse that isn't mine. I'm gonna try to drink its blood. It will probably give me the exact same prompt, so I probably won't be able to do it, but that's not too big of a deal. Because if you are able to do that, then that makes being a vampire, especially for survival difficulty, a lot better. So yeah, we will test on this horse. Seduction. Nope, horse is too powerful, apparently. Interesting. Maybe her horse is just leveled up highly for some reason. But yeah, you cannot, with your own horses at least. I know for sure that you cannot. Which does suck quite a bit. For testing's sake, let's wait another 24 hours, and I'm gonna try to drink Arvak's blood. I'm gonna see if it works on Arvak. I don't suppose it will. I think it will just give me the same options, and it'll only let me ride him. No Diddy. Okay, let's get summon Arvak. I have to wait till nighttime because since I'm a vampire, it reduces my what's called magickas. So you can see that I only have 65 magicka, 141 health, 135 stamina. That is absolutely horrendous because it's just daytime. If it has to do with level, what if you go fetch a weak guy like Faendal as a follower and use him for blood? That's a good plan. I'll go and do Faendal's quest right after testing Arvak. I should be able to spawn him now. There we go. See, like, it like in like 60 health or so, like 50 or so stamina, and like 60 magicka. I think it's 60 for all of them, to be honest. But it cripples you throughout the day entirely. So you pretty much have to be nocturnal if you're a vampire. So we will use that power again, Vampire Seduction. Arvak resisted it, so you can't do that on Arvak, which makes sense. It's a skeleton horse. It doesn't have blood, so yeah, that makes sense. We will go to Riverwood, and we will get Faendal as a follower, and we will try on Faendal. I'm just gonna have a horse from now on, which is a little bit funny. By the way, the reason I'm named El Gato, I'll show you why. I am a cat. That is why. And El Gato just means the cat in Spanish. So very, very creative name. Alrighty. Faendal is usually over here. He might not be at 1 in the morning. We might have to wait till the morning. Yeah, we will. Okay, where are you, Faendal? Interesting.
But you seem alright.
Where are you, Faendal? I do have a mod installed that changes their pathing and stuff like that, so Faendal probably won't actually be over there. In base vanilla Skyrim, he usually chills over there most of the time. We will go to his house and we'll check for him there. Oh, that's not his house. Which one is his house again? Is it this one over here? One of these back ones are his house. Yeah, this is Faendal's house. He must be out, but I mean, we'll break in just to see if he's in here. Who sees me? I don't actually know who sees me here. There we go. Now I'm hidden. Break into Faendal's home. Hey Fandle, I'm just checking up on you. You doing okay? He's not home. Where are you, Fandle?
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Is he in here talking to Camila? Nope. Where are you, Fandle? Did he sneak past me over here? Was it the kids over there? There he is. There he's chopping some wood. What is your problem with Sven?
He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope.
I hope.
I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Good day.
By doing this, you are a terrible person, but I will help you anyways. I hate Sven more somehow. I think you can also tell Sven, and you can still do it on Fandle's side. Oh, she's not in here. We'll turn that off so we can find her more easily. Is it Sven over here, or is this Camille up here? I think she's up there. Why is she up there in the guard tower? Why? Unless they put her here to look at Bleak Falls Barrow or something, I don't know.
Hurry up and tell Lucan you have the claw. He'll be so excited.
How do you know I have the claw? Genuinely, how did you get that information?
Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. I'd better get going.
Poor Sven. His chances at love are ruined because of a jealous man. Not be able to jump through there. The deed has been done, Fandle.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Farewell.
Yeah. So I can have him as my follower now? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save, so that if Serana goes away and I can't find her, then I don't have to go all the way back to the castle to get her as my follower.
Looks like you've already got someone with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kick her out. We should part ways.
Oh, alright. Goodbye then.
Maybe you've...
Fandle. Alrighty. I have to wait. Okay. Let's wait another 24 hours. Yeah, poor Sven indeed. We will avenge Sven by turning his rival into blood cattle. Hopefully that is the case. That is what Fandle would probably deserve.
No fan son.
Nope, Fandle is too powerful for vampire seduction. So what it looks like is, it looks like you just genuinely cannot do it. I have to part with him first.
Right behind you. I'll head back home if you need me.
Yes.
That sucks. That would have been a really nice workaround for survival difficulty. Because if you played like vanilla survival difficulty with Anniversary, you could just start at Helgen over there, come all the way down here, immediately get him as a follower, go straight to Dawnguard DLC after you reach the correct level, and then become a vampire and do a lot better. So that really actually sucks. Since I'm here in Riverwood, I do have the treasure chest, or I already put it away in a chest somewhere, but there is a chest that you can acquire. That is a... That's not usually there. What is this place? Oh, it's Riverwood Lake House. Cool. I don't know where that treasure chest then is. Is this it? Maybe they replaced it for that? Who knows? You must be able to purchase this as like a player home then. No easy way of getting around the blood drinking caveat then, I guess? Yeah, it seems so. Those were some good suggestions though, and it's always good to try those things. So I haven't actually tried any of those beforehand. Can I just go in here? Is this just a free player home? I guess so. I guess this is just a free player home. Cool. Yeah, and I can sleep in it. Cool, free player home. I didn't know this was here either. I do like this, however. This looks pretty cool. That's cool. That's cool, okay. We got like Delphine's kind of special room. Cool. Tons more swords, so I can see a lot more cool stuff in here. Got the safe. Firebrand wine case. Up and flex to store stuff. That is very cool. This is a very nice player home. Especially if you just want to live by the lake. Have a peaceful life. Oh, it's even like a usable shelf here that you can place books on. Cool. You're enchanting. Do you have yeah, you do. You have alchemy here. Cool. Is there actual like storage spaces for this nearby? Oh really? I guess you could just use this chest for all of it. I would like if there was like even just like a satchel, just any container right next here that I can put all my ingredients in and the potions in. I guess you could use these.
Okay, I may have agreed to it, but whatever.
Oh, this is a pretty nice player home. Must be modded. Can't imagine Anniversary giving you all this for free. Yeah, I imagine like it probably is just one of the random mods I have. Because yeah, usually you'd have to pay for it. But also like Hendraheim, you don't pay for Hendraheim. All you have to do for Hendraheim is go and beat the warrior that's challenging you. But there's like nothing to this. Like it just gives you this for free. This is a. It looks like. All right. What a lovely view from this seat. Alright. Well, that's pretty cool. That's a player home that you can have. You got all the smithing back here, I assume. Yeah, I imagine like, yeah, this is conflicting quite a bit. I think because I have like foliage mods and stuff like that. I guess they're not compatible. So now we just have a tree in the middle of that. So that doesn't make this that great of a player home if you have those two different mods installed. But that's fine. Leaf. Okay, we will activate this quest again. I'm actually going to stop off at Hendraheim first. Just to drop off some stuff that I have on me. Oh, there's Wolf Holt's like drop off. There we go. Put all of these into here. Put most this way. I'm going to be transmuting some of this, so I'll keep at least 28 on me. All of those can go into there. Or can go into there. There we go. Carry weight's looking a lot better already. I always play homeless nomad style. I like exploration more than progression, using tables, smithing stations, whatever. I have Dragon's Reach for that. Yeah, hell yeah, that's a fun way to play. Kind of like a Ramblin' Man, where you just run around, you don't really have a home, and you just carry all the stuff on you. Especially like if you don't play survival difficulty, and you have tons and tons of carry weight. Like I almost have 500 carry weight, which is enough to just carry stuff around on me. Especially if you're constantly going and selling stuff at stores, and not holding a bunch of stuff on you. That's a great way to play. Don't want that random crap on me. Go put some of those amethysts and gems into the safe over here. I like to, like, honestly, you could sell all the amethysts and stuff like that. I already have 20 grand, and it's quite early on, so money's not going to be particularly an issue. I think in my my all achievement save, I have over $1 million, or 1 million gold, I guess. Yeah, I like to stockpile tons of diamonds, emeralds, amethysts, so I can use them for crafting later and make tons of stuff. I should have given this to Luke and Valerian. I think it's cool to just like stockpile all these gems and stuff like that, so you can just show it off. Like, look how much wealth I have in here. We'll throw some money in there as well. There we go. We'll drop off 10k in there just so I have some money in reserve. You know, if I do die permanently, and I do have a family, I gotta leave something behind for them. You got some alchemy equipment I can drop off. Yes, sir. All of this shall go into here. I'll drop my potions into here that I don't want to carry on me. Don't really need all of these potions on me. It's taking up some carry weight. There we go, we'll keep the bigger ones and such on us. Drop off the soul husks as well. I'm gonna put the soul husks into this sack because I have my enchanted stuff here and I have the Reaper fragments from the soul cairn here. So when I go back to the soul cairn to kill the Reaper and finish that off, then I'll know that's all just here. It's in the food section. For all those husks. We'll also store these soul gems. 7 black soul gems. We're gonna save all the black and the grand soul gems until I get a higher level, so that they're way more useful.
The last man who said women belong in the kitchen.
Use the hell out for legendary difficulty. One spell in cave west of the College of Winterhold called Divine Ice Storm. I can use for a split second, stun everyone just for one magic. That is quite a powerful spell, it sounds like. I don't think I've used that one before. Yeah, being able to stun all of the enemies is such a good power. You're basically like Fusor-dong them, except for making them go flying for one magicka. That is quite good. Yeah, it's definitely the best way to go about legendary difficulty, because attacking people straight up is quite difficult. But if you can stun lock them, you have the best opportunity. We're gonna go to Riverwood first. We're gonna drop off the Golden Claw. Especially early game legendary difficulty.
But you seem alright.
Why are you here? Put my weapon away so I don't accidentally hit someone in the town. Take all your useful stuff. There we go. Gonna wait till he opens. Can't recall the exact name, but it freezes everyone and drops them to the floor, and it stun locks all enemies besides dragons. If it drops them to the floor as well, that is so useful.
You're nothing but trouble.
I'm nothing but trouble? How did you even find out that I did that?
The sooner you found it.
I did?
There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs.
Back where it belongs?
I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
You're welcome. Now, I like to collect the claws, so...
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Yeah, it means a lot to have the claw back. Cool. You will forever have it, I guess. Ignore me over here. Enjoy having the claw. Sometimes it goes invisible, so just remember that. Goodbye. If you can get it from his weak enemies, so you can get the spell right away too. That's pretty good as well. If you can get that early game, especially for legendary difficulty, that's going to be great, because you could probably use that throughout the entire save, honestly. Because it sounds quite powerful. And go to Whiterun. We're going to continue the Thieves' Guild quest. I'm also, because I have a stolen mammoth tusk, so I'm just going to talk to Isolde.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the city. Reputation, a few bad apples spoiled. Before my mom, I met one of the caravan leaders. You do that? If you...
Here's the mammoth tusk.
As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining.
Check what it's called with you. I'll get back.
Want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
There we go. It's funny because with Isolde's quest, the easiest way to do her quest to get a mammoth tusk is to get her quest, walk into the Bannered Mare, and then literally just steal that right there, and you can get the quest done within like 20 seconds. I will do that later, bro. I don't need the staff right now.
Can't a man drink in peace?
A man can drink in peace, but I've got business to do with you.
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's Captain of the Guard, and we're going to poison the mead.
You got poison?
No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well, you know what I mean?
How do I fit in?
You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat.
Ah, clever.
Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Sabjorn will be needing a
That's wrong.
helping hand. Make it look good.
I could, of course, fast travel to the meadery, but what is does a little walking hurt, right? I might as well walk over there.
Someone stole your sweet roll.
I don't have a sweet roll to steal.
Don't worry, you won't be hearing from them again.
Oh, you killed the person that stole your sweet roll? That's crazy.
Tools, wares, and weapons. All
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Oh, that's why I don't have much, because I have 65 stamina because I'm a vampire. I always forget that. Or Magicka. I'm gonna use some of my skills as well, because we're gonna be fighting pretty soon here. Don't think I can go any more into here, unless I can go into dual wield, but yeah, I don't dual wield particularly that often right now, so I'll hold on for now off of that. I could go into blocking, which will help me block a lot more damage, and I use shields quite often right now. I'm gonna see if there's actually something a little bit more useful. Bribe guards, that's not too bad of one. Items for 15% less when training with the same race. That's usually a very good one. If you're a Nord and you have that one, that is terrific. But since I'm a Khajiit, that only means I can trade well with the Khajiit caravans. So yeah, that's not particularly useful. Shouting restores points of health, magic, and stamina equal to your shout cooldown. You gain speech experience when shouting based on your shout cooldown. I like that a lot. Purely for the experience for speech by shouting. I think that's cool. We're gonna wait for alchemy, and we're gonna wait for enchanting. Specifically enchanting first, because we wanna get a bunch more stuff disenchanted, and we wanna stockpile more grand and black soul gems. And eventually when we get Azura's star, we can use that as well, or the black star, whatever it's called. Vigilant, first ward you cast in combat costs no magic to maintain. That's quite nice. I don't use wards too often though. Your attacks and restoration spells and effects are 20% more powerful against undead enemies. Attacks is nice. It's the tutor one. Where's the one where it helps you regen your stamina? Is that further on? Yeah, there we go. Respite. So I need 40 restoration for this one. This one is a very, very good respite. It lets you also restore stamina when you're healing yourself as well. Yeah, actually, let's go into blocking. Why not? Block 10% more damage. Why not? The Nern root over here. I still need 20 of these for Ingen Blackbriar, so might as well collect it. I'm a big fan of when I'm walking the streets, collecting alchemy equipment. I probably have hundreds of hours in this game, just walking around picking up flowers, picking butterflies, stuff like that.
It has definitely got to be my favorite.
It has definitely got to be my favorite.
It has definitely got to be my favorite.
It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my favorite. It has definitely got to be my
What
Hello,
are you
Sabjorn.
gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
Well, what's wrong?
Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined.
Why did you do that, Sarala? Just wasted that food. Might be able to help you.
Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would
Well, no.
you?
You're gonna
I hope
have
you're
to
not
pay me.
expecting to get paid until the job's done.
You better.
Okay, okay. No need to make rash decisions. Here's half. You get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed.
How do I permanently clear the vermin?
I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back.
You got a deal.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
Alrighty.
Now I've got to clean up this mess.
You have tens of hours of some random port called Port Greymore. Couldn't tell you why you spent so much time playing there. Port Greymore. That one. Yeah, honestly, like, I remember playing so many saves of Skyrim where literally what I'd do is I'd spawn in Helgen, I'd just go grab the stone, I'd walk up to Riverwood, do that, start the quest for this, go kill the dragon afterwards, Bleak Falls Barrow, and then I'd just immediately go to Fort Greymore all the time and clear the enemies there. So honestly, I probably have tons of hours in Fort Greymore as well by just going there and clearing it out. You could tell how much Skyrim I played because I was able to just look where Fort Greymore was immediately. That's kind of sad. Ow, that hurt. I have been poisoned. Big sad. There's no reason to kill that, but I want its tail. There we go. Okay, I will take all the hunting brew meat here. I have tons and tons of carry weight, and I can just sell the meat. So if you stockpile like all the meat that you find in here, especially even if it's stolen, you could just sell it to the Thieves Guild anyways. There we go. Stop reanimating them. They're on a... I want to loot them. Get my healing. You ever played Daggerfall? Old devs are making a spiritual successor to it. I have not played Daggerfall. I played Morrowind a tiny bit, mostly with my buddy, multiplayer. I played Oblivion a little bit, but yeah, I have not played Daggerfall. I honestly should though. I definitely should, especially if they're making like you said, a spiritual successor to it. I think that'd be absolutely worth trying, because they're allegedly in works to making an Oblivion remake as well. And when that drops, I'm definitely going to try that, because from what I understand, the Oblivion remake is going to be basically the Skyrim engine for Oblivion, which will make it, in my opinion, a lot more fun. I think the mechanics in Skyrim and the game engine is just significantly better in terms of like physics and stuff like that. So that's definitely going to make Oblivion worth redoing again. I might, if it drops like in like, let's say like a month, I might in like a couple weeks from now play normal Oblivion and just like stream that for a bit and play through that before it drops, just so I can see the difference between the remake and the older version. I think that would be something worth trying, just to experience what Oblivion is supposed to be and then switch into that. But I should absolutely play Daggerfall. 100% I should. Because I love all Elder Scrolls games that I have played, so I feel like I would definitely enjoy that too. I did not want to pick that up. Where does that sit? I'll just go to it alphabetically. I don't know why Frostbite Venom isn't an ingredient. I feel like they could have easily made it an ingredient. Well, I guess I can't take that. Fine. I do want these alchemy ingredients. These will be handy later. Can you guys like give me some space so I can freely pick these? I would appreciate that. Yeah, whatever. I'll just leave those that are high up there. Nice, some free alchemy equipment there. The Oblivion remake is official Bethesda. The Daggerfall spiritual signature is called The Wayward Realms, and it's made by the old Elder Scrolls 2 devs that never became part of Bethesda. That is interesting. Yeah, I knew for sure that the Oblivion remake was official Bethesda. I didn't know that Daggerfall was the actual like Elder Scrolls 2 team that was before Bethesda. That is really cool. So they'll have the vision that they had entirely for Daggerfall, and they're gonna make the game better based on their vision. So that's gonna be pretty cool. If you're gonna play Daggerfall, definitely get the PDF for its user manual and immerse yourself in how it would be played back in the day. That definitely makes sense. Especially like the one thing I struggled when I played Morrowind is just the way that the quests work. Because like obviously I'm used to Skyrim. I'm used to just being pointed everywhere where I'm supposed to go. And that was a big change with Morrowind because I actually had to read things, understand things, and go based on where it explained. Which was a bit tough for me because I'm a bit stupid, but you know, it was still tons of fun, and like figuring stuff out on your own is definitely very, very rewarding. The user manual sheds light on a lot of things that are too complex to find out yourself. Yeah, 100%. I guarantee that. There's probably so many like small mechanics that the user manual is going to explain that through regular gameplay, unless you do constant testing, you just might not even run into either. So that's very good advice though. When I do look into Daggerfall, I will absolutely look up that manual. I didn't even know that there was a manual you're supposed to look for, so that's good information anyways. I wasn't trying to talk to you. I want the skeever tails. Grab that glowing mushrooms. Okay. Let me go a quick save here, because sometimes this guy can be pretty difficult. Yep, you can tell he already did like a third of my health in one hit, so I'm just gonna let my followers tank in front of me. Then we can jump him right now. I'll use the sideways power attack to use all my stamina with tons of damage. Okay, I'm gonna run away from him because he's aiming for me. Just gonna heal up. Get away from me. Use my ward. Guess he has the magic to hurt me. Yep, there we go. Block that. Also, something I should use more. Unrelenting Force. Let's just stun him. I don't have Fus Roda yet. I haven't progressed in the main storyline enough, but what Skyrim player actually does the main quest, let's be honest. We'll sell his journal. It's worth a little bit. That's nice, okay. Both the game and the manual are free on Steam, and there's a Unity mod that makes it control in a modern way and play in high FPS. That is awesome. Hell yeah. I didn't know that Daggerfall was actually free. Unless you talk about the remake that's free. I'm not sure if Daggerfall is free, but if you talk about the remake that's free, that's gonna be sick. For sure I'll grab that then. I wouldn't have to worry about waiting till the next paycheck or anything. It's poison. the rat's nest so that they don't come back, or the skeever nest, I guess. That up my lockpicking? Nope, not yet. What's my alchemy sitting at? 25. What do I need to... where is it? What am I trying to think about? There we go. Eating an ingredient reveals all effects. So I need 30 alchemy for that. So I'm gonna get that first before I go and eat all my ingredients. That's why I'm stockpiling my ingredients right now. I'm gonna wait till I have that. I'm gonna eat every single one of my ingredients. At least one of each kind of my ingredients, so I can actually find out what I can make with all of those, because I don't remember the... I'm gonna do this so they don't take damage. I don't remember all of the spells, or no, sorry, the potion recipes. Honestly, I just do it the lazy way. Daggerfall itself is free. Remake is God knows when, and for God knows how much money we all have.
So not my face, neck,
All we have is a couple
arms,
screenshots
legs,
and a teaser right now.
stomach.
Yeah, makes sense. I think it's kind of the same for Oblivion Remake, like no one really knows when it's actually gonna come out. Or at least that's the knowledge I have on it. But yeah, like when it comes out, I should definitely play Daggerfall as well before that comes out as well. I'll have to make a list, and I'll have to keep an eye on all these games for Elder Scrolls that are coming out. Because it looks like Elder Scrolls fans are getting a decent bit of content this year. That's on high hopes, obviously. Because yeah, we have no idea when Elder Scrolls 6, or even if Elder Scrolls 6 will be released, because obviously they were working on Starfield first, and Starfield was ass. I remember playing Starfield, and I was in the tutorial level, and I was wondering why it was so difficult to get past the tutorial, and it turns out that the game was just broken, and you actually had to put it on the easiest difficulty in order to actually do the tutorial level, which I found was kind of funny. They just didn't balance the game whatsoever, even for the tutorial. That and like the fighting with the what's it called, the ships was just terrible. It was so ass. It was, yeah. I haven't played Starfield since the release, so it's probably gotten a lot better. But it doesn't give me much hope because it was just such a disappointment. There's tons and tons of bugs. I mean, like, what Bethesda game doesn't have bugs? Let's be brutally honest. But at least, like, Skyrim is mostly playable, even when it released. I remember when it released, there was obviously, like, a horrific amount of bugs as well, but... I mean, at least it was somewhat playable. Now we need to return to Sabjorn. Grab the key there. Let's see if there's yet more of these Honeybrewed mead barrels, so we can grab more of the mead, so we can just mass sell it at some point. See if there's any alchemy equipment like this in here, or ingredients I should say. Grab those, grab those. Let's go through here. Yeah, Starfield was the biggest letdown ever. I couldn't even find any mods to make it good. Yeah, that as well. Especially like for like the start. Like I didn't have access to mods even to try to make it good because the game had just come out. Obviously mods will fix so much of it that the devs won't even get around to or even bother to do. Want to hide from that guard. Whatever, those aren't worth having to wait all that time for. It's empty. Oh, these are just normal barrels. These aren't honeybrewed. This one is. I'm not gonna get caught stealing. Whatever. Grab those butterflies. Go back in here. I'm gonna go into the other room. I'm gonna rob the rest of the mead before I do go.
I can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
I always forget I have the racial ability to leap. That's what that is, by the way. It's one of my active effects. What is it? Yeah, when sneaking... No. Yeah, you can do a powerful leap with weapons sheathed for 60 stamina, yeah. Which lets me do this. Which is, it's kind of cool. I guess you can get the jump on enemies pretty quickly. I haven't used that practically very much, so... Quick save in case I get caught for some reason. Yeah, I'm gonna do this will be easier like this. Just close that. Yeah, there's so much hunting brew meat in here. And if you just like grab all of it, you can just sell it back to the Thieves Guild. It's 20 a bottle. And whatever your speech skill is, it'll make it even... It'll make it worth a certain amount. It'll probably be worth like 5, 6, 7 gold a piece, but... Right now we have 197 bottles. So even if you sell 190, or let's just put it to 200, right? Sell 200 bottles and you get like 1,000 gold. I can't, yeah, that's, yeah, 2 times 5 is 10, so yeah. Get like 1,000 gold just based off of picking those up. If they sell for 5 each, that is. Those are empty. Yeah, this is nice way to get a little bit of quick cash. There's so many of those barrels around. Okay, I'm just gonna go do quest now. Hello, Sabjorn. Job's finished.
It's about time. I had to stall the captain.
People walk through walls and tank dozens of anti-armor rifle shots to the face. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, Starfield was so disappointing. Even the combat just wasn't very clean. The optimization for the game was bad. Like,
You'll just have
I can play Skyrim like 150, 160 FPS on ultra graphics, even with like 80 plus mods installed. So it's like, I don't even have that good of a PC. But I should be able to, with my PC setup, I should be able to at least run 90 FPS on Starfield, but it was optimized so badly.
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunting Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
I had a secret ingredient as well.
This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored.
Local meadery bankrupt after rabbit cat breaks in, literally. And the funniest part as well is that, like, I'm not even stealing from him because he's gonna get arrested and we're gonna take over this place. So I'm just stealing from the Thieves Guild.
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
Drinking milk make me
Poor guy.
a drinker. I don't understand. I'm confused.
Silence,
I drink
idiot.
milk.
You wanna
when I'm
stop
more
talking?
tough.
I'm trying to
I
listen.
drink as much meat as the other Nords. So what does that make me?
Beg you, please.
Why can't you be like more like Serana and just know when to be quiet? You're leading charge here, Malice.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
It is, he is actually right.
Move.
Farewell, Sabjorn.
Bro got framed. That's how we do it. Yeah, what are they supposed to do with it? Like, a meadery that just has no meat in it. I mean, I guess they'll have to start making more, but like... Wouldn't they be a bit suspicious when they see that I came back from the meadery with 270 bottles of mead? They're like, why couldn't you just leave that there? That's all of our mead.
Could have gone any better. So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
There we are.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
We shall go up to his office. Nice. Hey, nice to have you around. It was nice to talk with you. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you again at some point. Yeah, have a good night, have a good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Take stuff from the stone box as well. Jesus, I'm terrible at lockpicking. There we go, finally. Well, that's what happens when you have like almost nothing into lockpicking. I should definitely put another perk into there when I do have it available, just to make it a little bit easier. Although being bad at lockpicking definitely isn't a bad thing. Like, it's probably actually better for you, because if you open up every single lock first try, you actually get less experience, because every time you break a lock, you get experience for that. Let's steal from these barrels as well. There we are. And we shall leave. We will go back to Riften. Yeah, we'll do it this way. We'll go back to the carriage.
I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous.
Too fucking bad, bro. Who asked? I do not care.
I've got my eye on you.
I'm literally the Dragonborn. Do what you want. What you gonna do? Where is he? Is he over here or is he over here? Or is he chilling over there? Where is the carriage rider? Is he sleeping? Oh, he's over here. I'd like to hire your carriage, bro. Let's go to Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
I do know I can fast travel and not have to pay 20 gold, but I like to ride the carriage. Here we are. I don't have enough stamina, or I don't have enough magicka because I'm a vampire. Let's go. What was happening out there? I hear combat music. What's going on? Do y'all need help out here? What's going on? Well, whatever it was is gone now. Interesting.
Wait.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods for morals.
Go back to Maven.
Yes.
Alright. Where is everybody? What the hell? Why is everyone just gone? I know it's 6 a.m., but shouldn't there at least be like 1 or 2 people here?
I trust you have good news for me?
Absolutely.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
I have seen that before.
Whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately.
Will do.
There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
Seriously? A hollow dwarven sword? Is that it? Undead up to level 21 flea? That is a terrible reward. You are terrible at giving rewards for stuff. Like, I would have literally preferred 500 gold. What terrible payment. Why would I work for her again after that? At least the Thieves Guild pays me in gold. I can't do anything with that sword. Why is there only one NPC? Where is everyone going? Hey Mercer, where is everyone? Is it like a holiday or something and I didn't get the memo? Am I supposed to be on paid vacation right now? Did everyone leave when I got here? Man, it's only like 6:40. Oh, actually, everyone's just sleeping. I didn't see them. Brynjolf never sleeps, though. He's always on his grind.
That poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
But yeah, very fortunate for Maven.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works.
I am.
Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there.
I did indeed.
Something important to the guild?
Same symbol.
This is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
Looks like it. What can we do?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry.
Yes,
I've
right.
never seen him this angry before.
Well, I mean, if he's angry, then that's his own problem. I'm doing my best. I literally just got here. Like, this is like my 3rd day on the job, so if he's gonna be angry at me, I did nothing. I've done everything right.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
Found the same marking at the Honeydew
It would
Meadery.
seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
Maybe we should recruit them.
You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well-funded, driven, and patient. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay...
Your nemesis.
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai.
That's racist.
Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I'll talk to the lizard. Might as well pop in and see what Brynjolf has to say.
Gallimi's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim. But he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
How do I get him to
You're
talk?
going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gallimi, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gallimi's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Sounds good,
Good luck in
Brynjolf.
solitude.
Will do.
What did you need?
I need you to go back in there. I don't want to talk to you.
What did you need?
Alrighty, so we need to go back to Solitude.
Wait, I know you.
No, you don't. Okay, I should have stuck in this Thieves Guild. I'm gonna go actually sell the honey brew mead that I grabbed. Forgot that I grabbed that for a second.
Ain't no doubt about it. The thief's guild is back.
But yeah, when you do the honey brew mead request, if you just steal all of the mead, you get like 300, probably more if you loot it more efficiently. I didn't do the best job of looting it. But it's actually quite a decent way to get some money from that. Especially if you're just starting out the game and you go instantly into the Thieves Guild, and you're having a little bit of trouble with money at the start. That is definitely a way to get money to buy some early items if you'd like to do that.
Don't like those eyes you got.
We will go to Tanilia. We didn't even pick up the Thieves Guild armor.
Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
I guess so.
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and
That's
I'll
a
pay
fence.
you some coin for it, minus a little.
You're not a
slice for
fence.
the
That doesn't
guild,
look
of
like you.
course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
How are you talking and eating?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern?
You think he could do that?
Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
That's all I care about.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
I will put that on a mannequin and never touch it because it is light armor and I'm a heavy armor character.
I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do.
So yeah, just by getting all that honey brew mead, that's about 2.7 thousand. How much does it sell for each? Yeah, 9. So it sells for 9 gold each. So yeah, you can get quite a lot of easy money. If you get 300 exactly, you get 2,700 gold. Which, especially early on, if you're just starting out your character and you just started doing the Thieves Guild immediately, 2,700 gold, that's halfway to a house if you want to get the house in Whiterun. So that's not too bad at all. Does he have more? I should sell more stolen items, sir.
Welcome to the cozy. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do.
Ready? I'll sell that. Sell that. Let's find the stolen items to sell to her first, actually. I won't sell the claw. I'll sell my Dacey's ring because I failed that quest. Sell these. I'm gonna sell them one by one so I can get the stolen ones out and keep the ones that aren't stolen. It always puts the stolen items first, fortunately. So you sell the stolen items first. Okay. I'll just get the rest of her money.
Until next time.
Now we shall exit, and we shall go further into the Thieves Guild questline. What we're gonna do first is I'm gonna go to Hendreheim. I'm gonna drop some items off. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of alchemy first. I'm gonna get my alchemy up to level 30, and then I'm gonna put a point into the perk that lets us eat alchemy equipments and learn all the effects from them. I'm gonna eat all my alchemy equipment so I can see all the stuff that I can make. Just so that like we get a little bit more progress into alchemy. So first I'm just gonna put all the stuff I collected in that little journey there into this pouch. To the satchel at least. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'll just take it all. Something that's useful to do, in case you guys did not know, you cannot do this if you're a werewolf, by the way, because you can't get the rested perk. You just have a little nap in your bed. If you see at the top left corner, it will say, "You awaken feeling well rested." And can you put your goddamn clothes back on? That's ridiculous. I hate that you just randomly take your clothes off. Okay. So you can get an active effect, which is well rested, which will give you 10% faster skill improvements, which will give you more XP for your skills, which lasts 8 hours after you sleep. You get only rested if you just sleep in a normal bed, which is 5%. You get 10% if you sleep in a bed in your player home, which gives you 10%, of course. And Lover's Embrace, if you have a wife and you sleep in the player home that your wife is in, you either get, I can't remember exactly what it is, but either 15% or 20%. And werewolves cannot get that bonus because they can never be well rested. That's one of the downsides of being a werewolf. But vampire has significantly more downsides. So that's not too big of a loss. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find the most expensive potion I can make. Probably the slow potion. No, it's not going to be a health potion. The reason why I want the most expensive doesn't affect it. The reason why I want the most expensive potion to make is because you get more XP the more expensive the item that you create is.
I wonder what would happen if a Khajiit and an Argonian had a baby. Ugh, that would be one ugly baby.
I feel like that's not biologically possible. Because like an Argonian, I imagine that they don't actually birth things. I imagine that they hatch eggs. I don't know the lore for that, but I'd imagine lizards hatch eggs in Skyrim if they're Argonians. Take all of those, and Khajiits, obviously as cats, they probably birth things. Which one was it? Is it Fortified 200? Yeah, it was. I'm going to make enough potions to level me up to level 30. We have tons of these, so I'm just going to level up to level 30. All of these. There we go. Now we're going to quit alchemy. We're going to go into our skills. I don't have a free skill point, so I will use some transmute. We'll change our iron ore to gold ore. And try to level up, and then we're going to use our skill point. We're going to put your clothes back on too.
Yes,
I would
I'm
like you to be
listening.
wearing your clothes.
Why must I hump all?
Excuse me? There you go, now you got your clothes on. I don't know you like that to have you just in my house naked like that. That's weird. Of course, every time I wait like this, it takes the time away, so I'll have to go back to sleep in order to get the well-rested bonus. Not too big of a deal, though. Might take a little bit long, so I'm just gonna switch to telekinesis. Then I'm going to move an object around. I didn't want to take the whole basket. Whatever. We'll do it with this hat. Just throw it around for a bit. Get my alteration up. Just until we reach level 25. Should only be one more level up, and that should be the level here. Yeah, if you want to grind alteration, this is a decent way to do it. The more magicka, the more XP you'll get. Actually, just one more, actually. The longer you hold the telekinesis, the more XP you will get. There we go. So as we're just waiting on that, I'll put more into magicka, why not? We will go into alchemy. And we shall... Actually, I didn't even think about that. I still haven't put anything into alchemy. So I need 2 perk points for that. So we will just do that later, whatever. That is fine. But essentially what I was going to do is I'm going to take all of those ingredients that I have. And with that perk, it's going to let me see what all of them can do. So I can create as many potions as possible by just eating one of the material and knowing all of the effects of them. We'll put all these back. Accidentally ate one. There we go. And we put the potions that we just made in here. Eventually I'll clean out this drawer and sell all of this for some nice money. I'm not too bothered to on any of the fortify. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna shove them into a chest and worry about it later. I could just grab all of that and sell it for some money, but I mean I have 17 grand on me. It's not like I really need money at the moment. Money is very easy to make in this game. I also have 10 grand just sitting in a safe over there. Excuse you?
Like a team, not like... Forget it.
I will forget it. Never say something like that again. That was weird.
Oh, what is it?
Alrighty. So let's go further into Scoundrel's Folly. Let's go speak to Golem Eye. So we're going to go to Solitude. Some mercenaries walking around. Pick some flowers on the way there. A good tip for you guys, like, always just pick up alchemy equipment, especially if it's not sealing. If you ever do need money in this game, literally the best way to do it is to just do alchemy. Just pick up flowers that you see, torch bugs throughout the night, butterflies throughout the day. And eventually you'll just be able to craft tons and tons of potions, and the better potions you can craft, the more expensive they'll be. So that's just an easy way to make money. Where am I going? Oh yeah, it's at the inn over there, so I'm going the wrong way entirely. Just too focused on picking flowers. This is where we're supposed to go.
Fletching suit.
The Winking Skeever.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I wonder if they'll actually do that. If you sit by the fire, will they actually send someone over? Where is the fire?
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Is this the fire you're talking about? Obviously, we're gonna do this at some point, but... Let me sit by the fire. Will he actually send someone over to come serve me? Or is that just a complete lie? How's it going, Serana? Why do I feel so short at this table? Well, I'm sitting by the fire, and he's not sending anyone over, so... Big sad. That'd be cool, though. Imagine if you could do that. You just sit down next to the fire, and they actually come and ask you if you want to buy anything. I feel like that would be cool. Especially since he said that.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
Hear about Golden Glow, bro.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate?
I did.
My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
You have to bribe him. I don't think... It doesn't matter how high your speech is, I don't think you can actually do any other option with him.
I have a buyer. Bring it to me, and we'll talk.
So we just have to get the firebrand case from, the Blue Palace. Torchbug, Torchbug. Give me you. I want you as well. Some more nightshades. I already have enough nightshades to give to Ingen, but I'm gonna wait till I have the Nern roots and what's it called? The death bells as well to give to her, so I can just do it all at the same time. Get a little bit of alchemy ingredients on the way there, why not? I wonder where the firebrand wine is. Oh look, I walked straight to it. I kinda want to steal this death belt so I can give them to Ingen. So we will do that. There we go. Yeah, always the hardest item to get for Ingen is the Nern roots, because you just have to find them near bodies of water, which makes them a little bit tedious to get, but eventually you can acquire 20 pretty easily. All of the flowers and stuff like that regenerate at some point if you wait long enough as well. The further you are away from the POI, the better. Like if you go to Whiterun every single day, the flowers will probably not respawn ever. But if you leave Whiterun and you don't go there for like a month in game, and you come back, then they will be respawned. I don't know exactly what the timer is for respawning those items, but they do respawn, I know that for sure. Is this one I'm supposed to go to?
Come on in. We got warm food, I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks.
Hello, my friend. I have the wine.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker.
Thanks. I like those soul
something
gems.
big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate.
Alright.
I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job.
Completely fair.
I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
And I will follow you.
Beware the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborns come.
My companions are just vibing along.
Feel free.
Oh yeah, it's a party in here. I love this stuff about Skyrim. Stuff like this just makes the world feel so much more interactive.
But a well-made arrow strikes.
I once captained a ship called God. She struck an iceberg and went down just north of Windhelm.
Very nice. So many little things like that just make the game so much better. Yep. So we're gonna leave out here. And we're gonna follow him. I just waited in there for a moment just so he could make a little bit more distance. Because if you get too close to him, he's just gonna turn around and look at you. So we're just gonna stalk him. Bro has no idea I'm here behind him. He cannot see the cat in massive dwarven armor. I think the guard sees me. That's okay. The guard does not matter. I'm watching you, buddy.
I hope you have a backup plan if we get caught.
Yeah, it's called run away or murder something. That's the backup plan. Hello, bro.
The warehouse is off limits. I suggest you head back the way you came.
I think that wouldn't be good for my quest, so I'm not gonna do that. I'll walk all the way into there. I meant to jump there, but that's okay, that works. I see you, bro. Ignore me. I'm just working out my thighs. Okay. Now we can head on in with them. I have a feeling like they're gonna cause issues with this quest. I usually just turn off my followers and get them to go away for doing this quest. But we shall let them stick with us. If anything, it's not an issue if I have to just murder everything in here.
Who's there?
I'm getting out of here.
Yep, they immediately triggered them, and I'm still hidden. Yay. I love that my followers ruined this quest. We're just gonna ignore them. They can do their own thing. I am still hidden, and that's all that matters. My followers are getting called again. What did you just say? Well, he's gonna find my followers. He's almost found me because of that. That's annoying. I might just have to kill this dude because of that. It's just quite annoying that my followers immediately get caught and I don't. Yeah, now I'm caught. So we'll just kill him. Is it bad that I know that you know exactly where I am just from coming in? Just means you're an experienced Skyrim veteran. I had someone come in chat earlier, and they talked about Fort Greymore, and I immediately opened my, what's it called, my map and pointed straight at the, straight at the fort. I feel like after you play for, like, Skyrim for so long, like, there's so many, like, little things that you know and remember about the game that just, like, stay with you, you know? Like, for example, like, going through, like, Bleak Falls Barrow, like, you immediately just walk in and you're like, okay, well, Snake, Snake, Dolphin for the first puzzle, then Bear, Butterfly, Owl for the door puzzle, and then you're just immediately through that. You don't even have to look at the puzzles anymore, you just know that you press each button twice for the door. No one sees a cat on a shelf. Except they see my followers. I just jump past him. Oh, he did see me. Don't worry, Golemai. We're just gonna deal with your friends here. I love how the Thieves Guild, they're like, oh, we don't want you killing anybody, but these random wardens is fine to kill and gets no repercussions. Why are you walking back, bro? Ignore me. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill this guy as well. Yeah, the followers are not the play for this mission. Like, it's easy as hell to go through without being caught, but your followers have such bad sneak where they just get caught immediately. There it goes in there. Brinewater Grotto. Like, even if like I take like a year or two off of this game, Like, there's so many things that I'll just straight up remember. Obviously, there's a lot I've forgotten about this game, and there's still so much more to find out about this game and to test. Like, earlier today, like, we were talking about vampires and all that, because obviously, as a vampire, you have tons of weaknesses, and throughout the day, you're kind of useless, because you can't regenerate stamina, you can't regenerate magicka. So we were testing some things earlier. We were seeing if we could use the vampire seduction to drink blood from our followers. You cannot, which sucks. We tried it on Faendal, we tried it on Serana, we tried it on Sophia. Didn't work for any of them. We went and got a horse, and we tried to seduce the horse with the vampire seduction and drink its blood. It did not work either. So we're talking about survival difficulty, and we're seeing if there was a way to mitigate the damages that being a vampire does, especially on survival difficulty, since it makes it significantly more difficult. But there is not, which is unfortunate. Oops, wrong one. Die. No, you cannot. Oh, well, he got generated. Just gonna chill until I get hidden. You can deal some sneak damage. Oh, he's just going for a swim. Sorry to ruin your swim, buddy, but oh, I guess he just knew I was gonna shoot an arrow at him. He's dead.
Where'd you come?
Oh, I have whirlwind sprint. I don't have unrelenting force on. I can't swing my weapon or unequip it.
What is it?
What's going on?
I'm glad that sorted.
There we go. Now my hands work again. It's an orcish mace. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the dwarven mace does more damage than the orcish, I think. And the orcish armor is way better than the dwarven armor. Oops. Kill these frostbite spiders. I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna let my followers tank. If my followers want to be involved, where the hell did they go? Thank you for being there when I need you guys. I appreciate that. That entire dungeon, you just got me caught by all of the guards, so I had to fight them all. And now when I'm actually wanting to fight things, you're nowhere to be seen. Good thing it's just a couple spiders. Not too bad to deal with. Okay, that's the way I came. Oh, thank God you came now. Just to block my path. There we go.
Just because men are lazy and don't even bother having a watch doesn't mean we are vain.
Alrighty. Grab that potion, that one too. Is there any alchemy equipment? Salt piles. I keep trying to sneak roll, but I don't have that unlocked.
Is someone there?
No, nobody's here. Walk around the corner. Oh, missed entirely. Cool. You have a powerful dagger, bro. That hurts. Once again, where are my followers? Can you please help me? This guy's actually quite tough. Why are they never anywhere to be seen when I need help? Your arrows are probably gonna hurt a lot. Yep. What the hell? I love how broken archery is in this game. Archery does so much damage because it's broken. Get out of my way. Y'all did absolutely nothing to help me that entire time, and I got hit with one arrow and I died.
What was that?
Thank y'all for that.
Over here.
Oh. Okay. To go clear all of this again, I'm just gonna do a quick save just so I don't lose that progress at least. Like, that's the biggest problem with like harder difficulties. Like, half the time you'll just wipe the floor with most like lower level enemies, and the fights aren't even that difficult, but you'll run into like a dude like that and he'll just have arrows that do so much damage, and bows are so broken in this game, and he'll literally just one tap you. There we go, spiders are dealt with again. My followers are actually fighting something, this is nice. Go. Pop another quick save this time. Peter, how this blocked you? Go back up this guy. I hope my my followers are here. There we go. Okay, his arrows will one-shot me, so I need to get away. I'm just gonna sit in the back while he fights Sophia and Serana. There we go, now he's dealt with. Give me your shit. Yeah, the fire arrows are like actually crazy. They do so much damage. They do AoE as well. So even if like the arrow misses you, it just does splash damage and hits you anyways for full damage. Oops. Pop a quick save.
Did you hear something?
She looks like she has a Nordic bow, it looks like. So I'm glad she's using the dagger to attack me. Oh, I fell. Don't knock her in. Oh, that's annoying. No, you're good, Pike Trucker. She can power attack me like 4 or 5 times and it doesn't matter. But the second that she hits me with one single arrow, I am one shot. Bows are crazy in this game. Don't shoot me, I'm scared. Please followers attack her.
Ugh, that hurt. Careful! You wouldn't want to hurt my pretty face.
Going first. Stun lock her. There we go. Finally, she's dead. Yeah, look, she has dwarven arrows and a Nordic bow, and it just absolutely wrecks me. Like, she's just some random bandit, and she one-shots me. Like, that's ridiculous.
Do you have
Then I went to the Soul Cairn and I fought, like, the keepers and stuff like that, and they did almost no damage.
Say?
I've had easier boss fights, which is crazy. Orcish armor, that's really nice. That'll upgrade my armor. I'll improve that when I finish making the rest of my dwarven armor. Or, sorry, orcish armor. Don't think there's much here for me. I'm just seeing if there's any loot I missed. No. Pop another quick save and someone, in case someone just has another bow. I get sneak damage on him. Yep, nice. Switch to these. Okay, we'll heal up. He's dead. Stop hitting Serana. Die, bandit. Stun lock him. I accidentally pushed Serana off, which is fine. This guy's pretty much dead anyways. He's dead. There we go. Spot my followers. Oh, he just dodged an arrow he didn't see coming. Get out of the way, Golem, I don't want to hit you. This Marauder is clueless. Which is really good for me because his arrow will probably one-shot me. Oh. I just don't want to hit Golem. You're not gonna move. There we go. Yeah, dwarven arrows and elven bow. Yeah, he would have absolutely wrecked my shit if he hit me once with that.
Now there's
need to do anything rash.
4 gold. Thank God I opened that.
There's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please.
That's cap.
Not me killed.
Tell me first and I'll decide.
All right.
It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia.
Carlia, you say?
Mercer never told you about her?
Why would he?
Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus.
That's cap.
Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is she now?
No. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Alrighty, we'll get into these chests. Ooh, 4% more experience. I do like that. When I get a good one of those, that's going to be nice to have on me. Expert chest. I do need to probably make more lockpicks or buy more from vendors. Not sure if I have a mod that allows me to craft lockpicks. $4 gold. Well, that was so worth it, wasn't it?
Don't look at me. I'm not taking the blame.
There was more gold in the unlocked chest than there was in the 2 locked chests combined. That is crazy. I don't think there's anything in those, so I don't really have to do anything with those. What button is it? One of these. I think this has its own custom entrance. There's just some horkers here, or exit. We will just run past the horkers. We shall leave them to their own devices. They've done nothing to us, so we will leave them in peace. The horkers are my friends. Another Nern root I can get for Ingen Blackfire. Ingen, yeah, Ingen. Go get this POI unlocked as a fast travel point. And we will burn this down at a later point. Is that another Nern root? I hope it is. I think that's a mod I have, that ship over here. No, actually, I think this is actually the wrong one. Yeah, no, it isn't. That's what this boat is, the Dragonborn's vessel. Okay. Well, where to next? We go to Mercer Frey. Just go back to the Thieves Guild real quick.
If you're wondering why they call me Zipper.
Don't even think about it.
Hello, Mercer.
Will I give up any information on our buyer?
He did indeed. It said Golden Glow was purchased by Carlia.
No, it can't be.
It can be.
I haven't heard that name in decades.
And no one will hear your name
This
for decades to come.
grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
Because she'll clap your cheeks. Philemai is also told me that she was a
Carlia
murderer, which is a
destroyed
lie.
Everything this guild stood for.
No, she didn't.
She murdered my predecessor in cold blood.
You did
and
that.
Betrayed the guild.
You did that.
After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs.
Until you didn't.
I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
If she kills you, that'd be the best thing to happen to the guild.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruined
Where you
cult,
murdered Gallus, you
Vale
mean?
Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
Yeah, what the fuck do you mean
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's
No,
your
you're gonna
gift
betray
of
me.
Solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Alrighty.
If you're wondering why they call me Vipper the Fleet.
You can also speak to Tanilia and replace one of my armor pieces with a better piece. And we need to do Snowville Sanctum next. Which armor piece do I want to exchange? Definitely the Thieves Guild hood, so I can get better prices.
Well, of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me.
I'll do the hood.
Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back.
Yep.
Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Okay, there you go.
Thank you, which gave me 5% better prices. Yay! That mixed with Amulet of Dibella will also give me way better selling prices and be able to sell things for more. Which will be nice, just to gain a little bit more money than I usually get, but obviously money's not a problem. I've got 18k in the bank just on my person right now. Got tons more stuff to either sell. I also got more money in the safe back at home as well. Okay, so we are going to hold off on the Thieves Guild quest to get the Nightingale stuff right now.
This must.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back home to Hendrheim.
That.
Gonna drop all my stuff off. Clear out my inventory a bit. And maybe next stream we will finish off the Dawnguard DLC. We'll either finish off Dawnguard DLC next stream. We will either do the Mine of Madness next stream. Finish Nightingale next stream. Maybe even start one of the DLC sized mods I have. But we will decide that next stream. So let me get everything put away and organized as of right now. I don't have any pelts on me. There's that dragon again. We're just gonna ignore him. The reason I'm ignoring this dragon is because I fought him several times and he just runs away. At Hendrheim, there is no place for dragons to land, so when you get them close enough to killing them, they just fly that way and they never land, and it's very annoying. So I'm going to ignore him entirely. I cannot kill him because he will not land. Even if you do all his health and damage, to die he has to land, so he will just never land and he won't die. So there's no point fighting him. The Dragon Soul would be quite nice because I do need Dragon Souls, but we will have to wait to kill other dragons for that. Please get out of the way. And we got tons of stuff into the safe here. I'm going to put more of the gems in here. The reason I'm not selling these is I like to hold on to them. Makes me feel rich. Makes me feel good about myself. We will put more money into here. We'll drop about 5k more into here. You know, eventually when I get a wife and I get kids, I'm gonna want something you know, in my savings just to help them in case I die, you know? So that is for them. That is for my kids, and that is for my family. Okay. I'm going to here, I'm going to drop off these gold necklaces, this. Keep that on me. All of those. I'll break down one of those. This in here. I'm going to store these necklaces and everything and not sell them so I can enchant them and then sell them. I'm not going to hold all the Thieves Guild armor on me. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to just put it onto this mannequin. And you can have it. There you go, bro. Looking nice. We also have the golden claw, so we can put that into our collection. Where do you store the claws? I'm not sure if this one actually has a place to store the claws in this one, in this player home. Yeah, it does. There we go. Which one? Gold claw. There we go. One of several. Eventually we will at least plan on having all of them. Eventually we will plan on getting all the masks for these. Getting all the special items to put onto the wall here. And we will fill this out and make it look nice. I'm going to save down here, I'm going to save the mannequins down here for the more rare equipment. Like I have the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal on this one. Put my alchemy equipment away. All that I collected can go straight into here. How much Nernroot do I have? Because that's the only thing I'm waiting on for Ingen Blackbriar's quest. I am sitting at 11. So I need 9 more Nernroot. I have enough Nightshades. And I should have enough Death Bells? There's no way I don't. Oh, I only have 16? Wow. Okay, well I need more Death Bells. That's not too big of a problem though. They're quite easy to find. I'll put away my soul gems into here now. We can enchant with them later. Got plenty of soul gems in here now. I should honestly go as well, like, use my money. I should go to the vendors and buy the petty soul gems, just so I can start enchanting those smaller rings with that. So I can start getting more enchanting experience. We will store the scrolls in this knapsack. So everything's nice and organized. We will put any book that we can into here. Need to store potions, so we'll go store potions where they go. Like I'm more organized in Skyrim than I am in real life. Okay, I don't have any potions that I want to drop off. Gonna use the Arcane Enchanter. We're gonna disenchant that ring. Also disenchant that. I won't disenchant that because that is very nice for me. Disenchant that. One of those rings. Enchant that. Disenchant that. That's my main weapon right now. I'm just gonna disenchant it though, because I will just make another mace. Might as well. I'll just go do that now. I think I should have some dwarven ingots. I'm gonna put this Orcish armor in here. The Orcish armor is better than the dwarven armor, so I could just improve this and then wear it straight up, but I'm weird and I like to make a full set of armor before I actually wear it. Just gonna put that into there as well. That might be useful at some point. Maybe not, because I have flaws as a Khajiit, but whatever. I'm gonna take that out of there. That chest is just, or that barrel is just gonna be for useless stuff. That's empty. That's for all my hides and stuff. Hello, dragon. Store the food in this barrel. Vegetable soup on us, of course. How much carry we were sitting at? 176, which is nice. We will drop off the keys as well into here. I just don't like carrying keys, especially keys that I've used on me. Okay. I don't think there's much else on me that I can drop. Are there any weapons I can drop? I'm gonna get rid of that crossbow. Crossbows are good, but I don't know. I like the arrows more, just for, or like I like the bow and arrows more. I feel like I'm more accurate with them. They're just a bit more satisfying to use. That there. We are. I also forgot to make the mace. I'll go do that. Okay. Please, can I start the strong box? There we go. Start collecting there. We'll go remake that mace. I'm in combat with that dragon, so I'm regenning my magic, which is actually nice. Oh, I can't use that in combat, so I'm gonna have to hide from the dragon. Do I have enough? Yeah, I can't use my blacksmith board even though I'm hitting. Because of this stupid dragon that will never die. Whatever. I will have to make a new weapon at some point. We could do that. Can't travel either. So annoying. I hate you, dragon. I hate you. I hate that you just can't die and you're just constantly bothering me. Well, anyways, I gotta get ready for work. I got night shift starting in an hour or so here. So thank you everyone that's been sticking around. I appreciate the people who have been talking in chat. Thank you very much. It's been nice to talk to you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night or good morning or whatever time of day it is for you guys. But I will be going now. So thank you very much. I will see you guys another time. I'll probably either stream tomorrow or Sunday. I don't think I'll have time tomorrow because I have a party I'm going to, but I might do so beforehand. Just depends how much time I have, how much time I need to get ready.
I want your honest opinion. What do you
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hopefully you guys have a good one, and peace out.